And welcome back. We get set for game number 2. This High Plains League doubleheader between the Broncs and the Larks of Sublette. The Broncs winners in game 1 by the score of 9-0, improving their record to 3-8 on the season. Here's the lineup for Sublette here in game number 2. In center field, Xavion will lead it off. Batting second, Ian, and he will catch. Dominic will bat third at shortstop. Noah Garrettson will get the start on the hill for the Larks. He'll bat in the cleanup spot. Working number 34 at third base is Cy. He'll bat fifth. Batting sixth in center field, Noah Froze. Batting seventh at second base, Cassius. Kaysen will play right field and bat eighth. And Joshua at first base, he will bat ninth. Here's the lineup for the Broncs. Leading it off at shortstop will be Drew Patterson. Armando Salcido bats second in left field. Adrian Gomez-Escobar at third. He will bat third. Batting in the cleanup spot, this starter for the Broncs, Bodie McCormick. Batting fifth at first base, Eli Bemis. Gabe Cox will catch and bat sixth. Alex Luce in center field bats seventh. Jaden Johnson, the designated hitter, he'll bat eighth. And in right field, batting ninth, Grant Mendenhall. Angel Davila will play second base, but will not bat. At least 2 start here in game number 2.
Dominic. Pitching. Number 29, Noah.
Bodie McCormick on the hill. He's 0-1,
Number 34, Cy.
making his third appearance on the season.
Left field. Number 4,
Has a
Noah.
2.42 ERA.
Second base.
8 2/3 innings pitched. He's given up 10 runs on 10 hits. Just 3 of those earned. He struck out a team high, 13. He's second on the team with strikeouts behind Drew Patterson. And
First for the Larks is number 2.
and he's walked 8. So here we go. Top of the first. Leading off will be Xavion. He'll be followed by Ian and Dominic. Broncs winning game 1 by the score of 9-0. Eli Bemis getting the win. Here's the wind and the first pitch from Bodie McCormick. And that's off the end of the bat, foul up the left field side for strike 1. We're underway. First pitch, 6:08. Missing low for ball 1. 1-1 to count. McCormick, a senior right-hander. And that hit him. That'll bring up Ian, the catcher.
Next up, number 12, Ian.
Bodie looking over at the runner. A good lead at first. Bodie from the stretch. Missing low and outside for ball 1. And hits it inside corner for strike 1. 1-1 now the count. Throw over. Xavion sliding back in. Just underway. Top of the first, game 2 between the Broncs and the Larks. Broncs looking for a sweep after winning game 1 9-0. Throw to first. Runner back in time. Lady Broncs softball team victorious in their first game tonight at the North Rec Complex here in Lakin against Haskell County. Consolidated team with girls from Sublette and Satana. Lakin winning that one 13-2 in 5 innings. Bodie steps off. That was almost a balk because he had to have broken the rubber because you cannot be on the rubber and throw to look to an unoccupied base. So he did step off. 1-1 pitch, foul tipped into the glove, and the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Xavier with a good lead there at first. Eli holding him on. Swing and a miss. Ian down on strikes, 4-1 away. That'll bring up Dominic, the shortstop.
Set number 11, Dominic.
Runner off on the pitch. It's low. Cox's throw to second, not in time. Ball 1 to the hitter. Runner now in scoring position. Bodie looks back at the runner. 1-0 pitch. Slow roller towards first. Bemis in on the grass and will make. They're going to say he missed the tag. Wow.
Up next, number 29, Noah.
So runners at the corners. I got the runner in a pickle, but they'll cut it off. They had the runner in between first and second, but he'll get the stolen base. But the Bronx able to keep the runner at third with that. So for Dominic, that'll go as an infield single. Ground ball to third. Adric will come home with it. It's up the line, and Xavier will score. Noah safe at first on the fielder's choice. Dominic going to third on the play. And Sublette with their first run of the day. That'll bring up Cy.
Next up, number 34, Cy.
Ground ball towards third, off the glove. Patterson in the hole. He'll go to second, gets the out, but the run will score. So Cy with the fielder's choice, but he gets the RBI as Dominic scores. Noah out.
Next up, number 4, Noah.
5-6-4 for out number 2. And a strike called to Noah. Foul back, strike 2. Cassius on deck. Way outside, runner off, and will score without steal it without a throw. One ball, 2 strikes, the count to Noah, the left fielder. Fouled back and out of play. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Line shot off the first baseman's glove. Runner around third, he will score.
Next, number 0, Cassius.
That'll bring up Cassius. Fouls that one off. Strike one, the count. There's the 0-1 pitch. Misses high for ball one, 1-1 to count. Swing and a miss. Cash is down on the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Low and away for ball 2. 2-2 the count. Two pitch to the backstop, and the runner will advance to second. Wild pitch, and it's full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And that's high for ball 4.
Plate number 13.
Timeout on the field. Hunter Kirby out to the mound to try to settle down starter Bodie McCormick. That'll bring up Kaysen. Pitch is high for ball 1. Check, swing, strike. 1-1 to count. Bodie steps off, throw to second, runner back in time. Throw to second, and they throw it away. Runner will go to third, and they'll hold him there. Swing and a miss. Kaysen down on the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And got him looking for strike 3. But the Larks, a big first inning. They come up with 3 runs on just 1 hit. There were 2 left and 2 Bronc errors. After 1/2 inning, it's the Larks 3 and the Broncs nothing. We're back after this. You're watching Bronc baseball. At Lakin Drug, their mission is simple. They strive to provide professional pharmacy services with hometown hospitality. Lakin Drug's experienced staff leads with compassion and utilizes modern technology to fit all of your individual needs. Whether it's prescription medications or over-the-counter products, Lakin Drug has the answer to all of your questions. Lakin Drug at 610 O'Loughlin Street in Lakin is a proud supporter of the community of Lakin and Lakin schools. We go to the bottom of the first inning. The Bronx trailing the Larks 3-0. Drew Patterson will lead it off. He'll be followed by Armando Salcido and Adric Gomez-Escobar. And if anybody gets on, Bodie McCormick. The Larks 3 runs on just one hit. There were 2 Bronc errors.
Pitching, Bodie McCormick. Catching, Gabe Cox.
Patterson with 2 hits in game 1, leads it off here in the bottom of the first. Squared the bunt, pulled it back, pitched wide into the screen for ball 1. High and tight for ball 2, 2-0. The Scott City Invitational track meet scheduled for tomorrow has been postponed until Wednesday. Strike taken on the outside corner, count 2 balls and 1 strike. With the forecasted winds in southwest Kansas tomorrow, they moved it to Wednesday. So the Scott City Invitational Wednesday, not tomorrow. Ground ball, right side of the infield, bobbled. And the pitcher wins the race to the bag. 3-1 on the putout, and that's 1 away. That'll bring up Armando Salcedo.
Next up, number 20, Armando Salcido. Number 8, Armando Salcido.
Outside for ball 1. Fouled off the first base side, out of play. And the count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1. Grounded foul up the third base line. Count goes to 1-2. 1-2 pitch. Armando staying alive, fouling that one off. Here's the wind into 1-2. And the count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Just missed outside for ball 3, and the count full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. And it hit him. Another one of those painful ball 4s. That'll bring up Adric Gomez-Escobar.
Up next, number 20, Adric Gomez-Escobar.
We're taking a little extra time to let Armando shake that one off. Adric taking for strike one. We're in the bottom of the first. Sublette with 3 runs in the top of the first, lead at 3-0 here. Here's the 0-1, that's fouled back. And Adric quickly down in the count 0-2. Noah looking over to runner at first. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and Adric down on strikes for 1 away. First strikeout of the game for Noah Gerritsen. That'll bring up Bodie McCormick. Armando Salcido, the 2-out runner at first. And he's off. Bodie off the fist, and the liner grabbed by the third baseman for 3 away. Broncs go quietly. No runs, no hits, 1 left, and no Sublette errors. After 1 complete, the score, Sublette 3, Lakin nothing. We're back after this. You're watching Bronc Baseball.
Flashback to the days of Bebop and Bobby Sox at Flashback's Diner, Highway 50, Lakin. Fantastic burgers, Coney and Chicago hot dogs, Philly, steak, BLT, and chicken sandwiches, along with ice cream treats like the traditional banana split, sundaes, shakes, malts, and cones. Dine in or carry out. Flashback to the days of Bebop and Bobby Sox at the one and only fantastic Flashback's Diner, Highway 50, Lakin. It's time to get involved with the Lakin Recreation Commission, 702 North Campbell in Lakin. The Lakin Rec Commission with Wellness Center, aerobics, adult programs, youth programs, sewing, and more. For more information about all the great activities of the Lakin Rec Commission, call 620-355-7039. The Lakin Recreation Commission, providing recreational opportunities to enhance the quality of life for the people of the community by promoting social interaction and the productive use of leisure time.
Joshua will lead it off for the Larks in the top of the second. He'll be followed by Xavion and then Ian. Bodie McCormick back out for inning number 2. Starts him out with a strike on the outside corner. 0-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Bodie from the windup. Here's the 0-2 pitch. High for ball 1, 1-2. One-two pitch, got him swinging, and that's out number 1. Take us to the top of the lineup for Xavion. Third strikeout for Bodie McCormick. Xavion was hit by a pitch to start the game, scored the game's first run. Takes that one inside. Want to know the count. Ian on deck. High fly ball. Drifting, and stays fair. Wind did not push that one as much as you thought it might. And Xavion in with a double. I kept looking for that one to go foul. As high as he put that in the air. That'll bring up Ian. Bodie from the stretch. First pitch in there for a strike. Breaking pitch stayed high for ball one. 1-1 to count. Pitch high as well. 2-1. Swing and a miss, count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two-two pitch, got him looking. Pitch on the outside corner. First strike 3 and 2 away. Bodie's second strikeout of the inning, fourth of the game.
Next up, number 11, Dominic.
That'll bring up Dominic, the shortstop. Dominic, a single and run scored, first time up. Bats with a runner at second, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. He's down in the count 0-1. The 0-1 just misses high for ball 1. One and 1 to count. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Quick checker the run at second. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Got him looking at the bell for strike 3, and that'll do it. No runs on 1 hit. They strand a base runner, no Bronc errors. We go to the bottom of the second. Larks 3, Bronx nothing. We're back right after this.
Lot of action on the street today, huh, Willie?
Yep. Oh, check out the German V8.
Good car.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Ooh, 64 dream car.
At Shelter Insurance, we insure all your favorite rides
Oh, classic convertible.
and have since 1946.
Sweet pickup. Hiya, Muggsy.
Yo,
From Hot Wheels to hybrids, we've got you covered.
Hey, mailman.
love those shoes.
Hey, where you going?
Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
We go to the bottom of the second inning. Eli Bemis will lead it off. He'll be followed by Gabe Cox and Alex Luce. Bronx winning the first game. If you're just joining us, Lakin won 9-0.
11, Eli Bemis.
Eli Bemis, the winner on the hill for the Bronx. Swings and fouls that one back. Strike 1. And that one outside for ball 1. Low and away. away for ball 2. Strike on the outside corner for strike 2, and the count even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Looper up the right field line, just foul. Count remains 2-2. Gertson looks in. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And the count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Trying to see what pitch Noah's throwing when he drops his arm there. I'm thinking it's just a changeup, but basically just slows his delivery down. That'll be a strikeout. Bemis for out number 1.
Number 5, Gabe Cox.
Second strikeout for Noah. Gabe Cox comes to the plate to be followed by Alex Luce. Low and away for ball 1. And that's high and tight for ball 2. High fly ball into right center. Xavier underneath it for out number 1. Yeah. Did I say 1?
Alex Luce.
Yeah, oh, my bad. Someone to say it's what I mean. That's out number 2. Alex Luce comes to the plate, takes the first pitch on the outside for strike 1. Hill 1 low and in the dirt. Count evens 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch, swung on and missed, and Luce down in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And it hit him. So with 2 outs, Alex Luce hit by a pitch. That brings up Jaden Johnson.
Next up,
Johnson 0 for 1, looking for his first hit of the season. Luce with a big lead at first. Looper up the right field line, just foul. First strike 1. Johnson, the DH here in game 2. Luce running on the pitch. A pop up on the infield, and it drops. Nobody at third. Luce goes first to third. Error on the pitcher, and the Bronx still alive.
next up for the Bronx, number 0, Grant Mendenhall.
Brings up Grant Mendenhall. Mendenhall in right field here in game 2, batting 143. 2 hits and 14 at-bats, has driven in a run, has a double to his credit. First pitch taken outside for ball 1. Chance to drive in a run here. That one lifted back and out of play. Count 1 ball, 1 strike. just got out of the way. And it's 2-1. Count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Jaden was off on the pitch. Now they're going to throw it into center field as Lutz scores. That'll go as an error on the pitcher. And the Broncs have their first run. 3-2 pitch. That was the 2-2 pitch. Now it's 3-2. And strike 3 looking, and that'll end the threat for the Broncs in the second inning. But the Broncs do crack the goose egg on the scoreboard. They come across with 1 run. 1 run, no hits. They strand a base runner. There were 2 Sublette errors. And after 2 complete, the score, Sublette 3, Lakin 1. You're watching Bronc Baseball. We're back after this.
Matthew Medill, CPA, Main Street, Lakin, is a proud supporter of Lakin High School sports and Lakin USD 215. Matthew has owned his accounting firm since November 2014 and completes tax returns for farm-related activities that include farmers and ranchers' personal tax returns, grow yards, and crop dusters. Matthew is a certified public accountant in charge of raising funds to create an endowment fund for USD 215. Matthew Medill, CPA, Main Street, Lakin.
Noah will lead it off for the Larks in the top of the third. He'll be followed by Cy and Noah. Noah grounded into a fielder's choice his first time up. Swings and misses on that pitch. And it's 0-1. Check swing, but a called strike. Or he tried to check it. Now it's 0-2. Misses outside for ball 1. 1-2 the count. Just misses outside in the count even 2-2. Pitch high and inside, and the count full. 3-2 to the leadoff hitter here in the top of the third. Swing and a miss, and Noah down on strikes, 4-1 away.
He got third. Kevin got second. They both shot at 80.
Next, number
That'll bring up
24,
Cy. Bodie from the windup. Low for ball 1. And that one inside, back to the net, and the count 2-0. Here's the windup in the 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Count goes to 2-1. One out. We're in the top of the third. Bodie's 2-1 pitch. High for ball 3. 3-1. And that's high for ball 4. So a 1-out walk. That'll bring up Noah Froese, the left fielder.
Up next, number
Froese
4,
reached on he reached on an error his first time up. Pop foul backing out of play for strike 1. Cassius on deck. Bodie checks the runner at first. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Way outside. Count evens, 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch taken at the knees for strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes, the count to Noah Froese. Bodie from the stretch. Pitch is high, throw to second, not in time. Stolen base. Count 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two-two pitch. High and the count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Three-two pitch. Fouled back. And the wind to take it out of play. Count remains 3-2. Payoff pitch and a liner into right field. It'll fall for a hit. Sire around third. Bodie cut it. Now they'll go to home and get the out.
Up next, number 0, Cassius.
So Froese will get a single. Cy will be out 9-1-2 for out number 2. And that brings up Cassius. Takes a strike on the outside corner for strike 1. Fouled off for strike 2. 0-2 the count. Quick check of the runner, the 0-2. Fouled it off, stays alive. Snap throw to first, runner in standing.
That's Ricky's favorite thing. Ricky loves it when he does that. I know.
0-2 pitch, high for ball 1, 1-2. And the called third strike for out number 3. For the Larks, no runs, 1 hit, they strand a base runner, and no Bronc errors. After 2.5, the score remains Larks 3, Bronx 1. We're back after this. You're watching Bronc Baseball.
Refinance your auto loan at Golden Plains Credit Union. You could lower your current auto loan rate by 2% with no payments for up to 90 days. Rates can be as low as 3.25% annual percentage rate. This offer applies to loans financed from another lender. Think of all the money you could be saving every month. This is a limited time offer, so stop by and ask about refinancing your auto loan today. Golden Plains Credit Union. Life with a touch of gold. Member NCUA.
Rural communities are known for their unequaled support of their hometown sports teams. KCB Bank can help you take it to the next level. We now offer Hometown School Pride debit cards, and these cards feature your hometown team mascot so you can show your pride each time you buy something. The best part, they're made right here on site, so there's no waiting for one to come in the mail. Get in touch with us right now and let us help you show your hometown pride. KCB Bank, with 3 locations, Garden City, Lakin, and on the web under your favorite search engine. Member FDIC.
Drew Patterson will lead it off for the Bronx in the bottom of the 3rd. He'll be followed by Armando Salcido and Adrian Gomez-Escobar. First pitch outside for ball 1. One 1-0 pitch. Roller up the third base side. Third baseman gloves it. Throw across. Not in time. Drew able to leg it out for an infield single. That'll bring up Armando Salcido.
Up next, number 8, Armando Salcido.
Salcido walked his first time up. Patterson with a good lead at first. Salcido squared to bunt. Patterson with a delayed steal. And he'll steal it without a throw. Ball 1 to count.
So did Allie pick their songs, or they picked them? Or
I think some of them picked them, because Adrix was different, but he wanted.
Salcido ducking out of the way of that one.
And then she keeps changing.
And it's 2-0.
His went from Jeopardy theme song to the Whopper song.
yeah, he was laughing at that first one, so that's
He was laughing at the Whopper one, too.
was he?
2-0 pitch on the outside corner for strike 1. 2-1 now. Armando Salcido, the left fielder. Takes low for ball 3. 3-1. Swing and a miss and the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Adric on deck. We're in the bottom of the 3rd. And that's low and away for ball 4. Adric struck out his first time up.
Adric Gomez-Escobar.
3 strikeouts on the game for Noah for the Larks. Adric batting with the runner in scoring position. That's Drew Patterson after the leadoff single. Adric squared to bunt, and the throw to third not in time. Patterson will get up, and he will score. Salcido all the way from first to third. And that'll go as an error on the catcher. So a stolen base and an error allows Patterson to score the Bronx' second run. That pitch misses for ball one. 1-1 to count to Adric. Bodie on deck. Swing and a miss. And Adric down on the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Armando Salcido, the runner at third. Fly ball towards left, drifting towards the line. The left fielder will make the play, and Salcido will tag and score. Sac fly for Adric. Gets the RBI. That's 1 away. And the Broncs have tied it up at 3.
Up next, number 33, Bodie McCormick.
Now Bodie to the plate. Nobody on and nobody out. High pop-up on the infield. And the catcher makes the play. And that's 2 outs in the inning. That'll bring up Eli Bemis.
Next up, number 11, Eli Bemis.
Eli struck out looking in his first at bat. That came in the second inning. And a roller towards short. Shortstop Bobbles able to throw across and get him just in time. Nice play by the shortstop. And that's 3 away. 6-3 on the play. Broncs do come up with 2 runs on 1 hit. Nobody left. And there was 1 Sublette error. After 3 complete, we are tied up. Larks 3, Broncs 3. We're back after this.
Some commercials make it really tempting to buy cheap insurance. That's great if price is the only thing that's important to you. The agency believes cost is important, but protection is what you're really paying for. Rely on the agency to build the policy that protects your property at a price you can afford. Call the agency today at 620-355-6789.
We go to the 4th inning. Broncs, with 2 runs in the third, have tied it up. Lark scored 3 in the first. Broncs scored 1 in the second, 2 in the third. And that's where we stand. Kaysen will lead it off for Sublette. He'll be followed by Joshua and then Xavion.
Up first for the Larks, number 13, Kaysen.
First pitch at the knees for strike 1. Bodie winds. Here's the 0-1. Ground ball towards third. Off the glove. And Kaysen will be safe on the error. That'll bring up Joshua.
45, Joshua.
Bodie McCormick with 7 strikeouts on the game. First pitch, Joshua misses inside for ball 1. And that's high for ball 2. Pitch is low. 3-0. Kaysen with the lead. 3-0 pitch. And a strike called. 3-1 to count. And that's high for ball 4. Now runners at first and second for the top of the lineup. Xavion comes to the plate, and we've got a timeout on the field.
Xavier.
And we will make a pitching change with Bodie at 68 pitches, it's probably one of those situations that you're saving pitches for Friday. Because the Broncs will be back in action right here at Laux Park on Friday against Colby. Eli going to left. Armando will come in to pitch, and Bodie will go to first base. Going back to the first game, Armando Salcido pitched the final 3 innings of that game. Eli Bemis picked up the win with 3 innings pitched. Armando, through 3 innings, struck out 7. So the Broncs are hoping he can do the same thing. So runners at first and second, nobody out, top of the 4th. Armando Salcido on in relief. And that bounces away from the catcher, and the runners will advance. Want to know the count to Xavion. High fly ball to right. Mendenhall over a couple of steps, makes the play. Runner will tag at third and score. So a sac fly for Xavion. And that's 1 out in the inning. Joshua stayed at second. Kaysen scores on the play. And Sublette back on top, 4-3. Pitch is high for ball 1. That run charged to Bodie McCormick as he was responsible for the runners at first and second. That pitch low for ball 2. 2-0 the count. Dominic on deck. Ian at the plate. And that's outside for ball 3. So as sharp as Armando was in relief in game 1, he's struggling to get started here in game 2. And that's low and away. And his first walk issued of the day. Second appearance of the afternoon and into the evening for Armando Salcedo. Runners at first and second for Dominic. Flared off the end of the bat. Foul up the off first base. Strike 1. There's the 0-1. Way outside for ball 1. 1-1 to count. Cox ranging towards to his right to keep that ball in front. Here's the 1-1. And that's low for ball 2. 2-1. High pop up. Infield fly was called. Patterson makes the catch. And that's 2 away. Now with 2 away, that brings up Noah. Strike Strike taken on the outside edge for strike one. 0-1 to count. And a little roller foul up the third base line. And it's 0-2. Oh and 2 the count. Here's the pitch by Armando. Breaking pitch outside for ball one, 1-2. One-two pitch, and it hit him. And that'll load the bases.
Next, number 34, Cy.
Bases are loaded for Cy. Larks have retaken the lead. We're in the top of the fourth. They lead at 4-3. Armando Salcido on in relief of starter Bodie McCormick, and starts him off with a pitch on the outside corner for strike one. Ground ball off the glove of Adric. One run will score. Ian around, he will score.
Next up, number 4, Noah.
It's a hard smash, and that was a hard one to score, but it was waist high off the glove. Sun definitely a problem right now too, with the shadows getting longer as the sun sets. And that one bounces past the catcher to the screen, and the runners will advance on the wild pitch. Ball one. Pitch is high for ball two. Noah at the plate. Strike taken on the outside corner. 2-1. Timeout at the plate. Armando was ready to go. Pitch is inside for ball three. And strike taken, and the count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch, got him swinging, and the Bronx out of it here in the fourth. But the Larks come up with 3 runs. On no hits, they strand 2 base runners. And there were 2 Bronc errors. As we go to the bottom of the fourth, Sublette back on top by the score of 6-2. We'll take a timeout. We're back after this.
They said this place was too isolated to call home. They said it was too remote to build a community. And then one day, a farmer strung a copper wire from one fence post to another and changed everything. We didn't build the communities of Southwest Kansas. No, we just brought them together.
Gabe Cox will lead it off as we go to the bottom of the fourth. He'll be followed by Alex Luce and Jaden Johnson. Sublette with 3 runs in the top of the inning, back on top, 6-3.
Up first, number 5.
If you're just joining us, Bronx winning game 1 by the score of 9-0. Eli Bemis picking up the win on the hill. Noah Gerritsen on the hill for the Larks here in the fourth. Bounces that one past the catcher, ball 1. Looking in for the sign, here's the 1-0 pitch. Fouled straight back, count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. High pop up into shallow center field. Xavier coming in and can't make the play. Error on the center fielder, and Gabe Cox safe at first. That'll bring up Alex Luce. Luce was hit by a pitch. And also scored he scored the only run in the second inning.
13, Alex Luce.
Luce fouls that one back and out of play. Strike 1 to count. Jaden Johnson on deck. Cox a good lead at first. Luce swings and misses. And it's 0-2. Swing and a miss, and Luce down on strikes, 4-1 away. That'll bring up Jaden Johnson, the designated hitter. Reached on an error his first time up. Grant Mendenhall on deck. Noah look over at the runner at first. And Jaden takes that one off the helmet. That'll bring up Grant Mendenhall.
Next up, number 0, Grant Mendenhall.
Mendenhall, a strikeout victim, his first time up. Bats with 2 on, 1 out, and takes that one on the outside corner for strike 1. Drew Patterson, the top of the lineup, waits on deck. The inside. Count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Runners didn't advance. Didn't have a good secondary to find the ball. And strike called on the outside corner. First strike 2. Quick check of the runner. And that's low. 2-2 the count. Way outside for ball 3. 3-2. Payoff pitch low for ball 4. And that'll load him up for Drew Patterson.
Drew Patterson.
And a timeout on the field. And looks like a pitching change will be made. Still waiting on the pitcher to come to the mound for the Larks. And looks like it's number 12, Ian. And looks like they're going to make a, let's see, what are the changes here? Ian was catching. He will now pitch. And you know what? While we try to figure this out, I'm going to take a timeout. We'll be back. Pitching change being made. You're watching Bronc Baseball.
A lot of action on the street today, huh, Willie?
Yep. Oh, check out the German V8.
Good car.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Ooh, 64 dream car.
At Shelter Insurance, we insure all your favorite rides.
Oh, classic convertible.
And have since 1946.
Sweet pickup. Hiya, Muggsy.
Yo.
From Hot Wheels to hybrids, we've got you covered.
Hey, mailman.
Love those shoes.
Hey, where you going?
Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
So with the pitching change being made, the catcher, Ian, will go to the hill. Noah Gerritsen will go to third base, and catching now will be Cy. He'll move in from third to catch. At the plate will be Drew Patterson. And here we go. So Gerritsen, he is responsible for the bases loaded situation we have here. So if all three of these score, the worst he could do is a no decision. First pitch to Patterson outside for ball one. And that's outside for ball two. Gets past the catcher, but the runners will stay put. And the count 2-0. Bases are loaded, one out. Bronx trailing by 3. Patterson with a single and a run scored in the third inning. Takes it to knees for strike one. 2-1 to count. Armando Salcido on deck. And that misses for ball 3. Ian from the stretch. Here's the 3-1 pitch to Patterson. And it's a bases loaded walk and an RBI for Drew. And they're still loaded now for Armando Salcido.
Up next for the Bronx, number 8, Armando Salcido.
That one off the glove of the catcher. Some indecision with the base running. And they stay put. 1-0 the count to Armando. Armando fouls that one straight back, and the count even. 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike pitch at the belt, called for strike 2. One-two pitch outside, gets past the catcher, and the runner up the line will be out trying to score. And it's a 2-2 count to Armando Salcedo. Armando with a high pop fly into right field. The right fielder under it and makes the catch for 3 away. So the Broncs squander a big opportunity there. Had bases loaded with 1 out. They could only push 1 across. 1 run on no hits. They strand 2 and no Sublette errors. After 4 complete, the score, Sublette 6. And the Broncs 4. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back right after this.
Kearney County, a wonderful life opportunity, offers a wide range of opportunities to residents and visitors. Hunting, fishing, camping, golfing, and bowling provide recreation, plus the Lake and Rec Commission provides youth and adult programs in Lakin and Deerfield. Explore the rich history of the county by visiting the Kearney County Historical Museum or the historic sites throughout the county. Take advantage of what Kearney County has to offer. Contact Ralph Goodnight, Kearney County Economic Development, or on the web at www.kearneycountykansas.com.
Go to the 5th inning. Sublette on top of Lakin by the score of 6-4. Armando Salcedo back to the hill for the Broncs. He'll face Cassius, Kaysen, and Joshua.
Up first for the Larks, number 0, Cassius.
Salcedo's first pitch hit him. Second hit batsman of the game by Armando Salcedo. That'll bring up Kaysen. Kaysen 0 for 2, struck out looking in the first, reached on an error and scored in the 4th. Runner at first, nobody out. We're in the top of the 5th. Pitch is high for ball 1. Pitch taken on the outside edge for strike 1. 1-1 now. Throw to first, runner back in time. Low and outside, nice grab by Cox. Keep the runner at first. 2-1 to count. 2-0. And that's to the screen. And it is 3-1. Three-one pitch, grounded toward short. Patterson with the throw across, in time. Throw back to third, not in time. 6-3 to retire Kaysen for one away. And Cassius going to third on the throw.
Up next, 45, Joshua.
And Joshua comes to the left side of the plate with nobody out. And a high pop foul backing out of play for strike one. Throw to third and throws it past the bag, and a runner will score. Armando. That goes an error on the pitcher. I don't even think Adric was ready for that. And a strike at the knees, 0-2. And strike three called on the outside corner. That's two away. That'll bring up Xavion.
Next up, number 2, Xavier.
High pop up. Wind pushing it. Drew Patterson a long way to go and actually outran it. And that's strike one. Drew ran a long ways. And I apologize, you don't see that play on our screen. That was actually out of the view of the camera. High fly ball to right field. Mendenhall battling the wind. Now makes the play, 4-3 away. Broncs get out of a little bit of a jam with only one run scored. One run, no hits. Nobody left. And there was one Bronc error in that inning. We go to the home half of the fifth. Broncs down by 3 once again. They trail it 7-4. We'll be back with the bottom of the fifth right after this.
Some commercials make it really tempting to buy cheap insurance. That's great if price is the only thing that's important to you. The agency believes cost is important, but protection is what you're really paying for. Rely on the agency to build the policy that protects your property at a price you can afford. Call the agency today at 620-355-6789.
Fiber fast internet with zero lag, no contracts, gimmicks, or price gouging? Believe it, it does exist from Pioneer Communications. Unlike Bigfoot, aliens, or unicorns, this is the real deal. Now through March 22nd, sign up and get your first 2 months free.
Go to the bottom of the fifth. Broncs trailing 7-4. Adric Gomez-Escobar will lead it off for the Broncs, to be followed by Bodie McCormick and Eli Bemis. And here we go. Adric 0 for 1. Had a sacrifice fly to drive in a run in the third. Struck out his first time up.
Up first for the Bronx, number 20, Adric Gomez-Escobar.
Sun very bright on the left side of the diamond. Adric takes high for ball 1. And that one fouled back. Count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Ian looking in for the sign. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Adric. Low and in the dirt. Count is 2-1. Ian throwing from the stretch. And that's high for ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike to count to the leadoff hitter here in the 5th, Adric Gomez-Escobar. And it's inside for ball 4. Leadoff walk for Adric brings up Bodie McCormick. McCormick 0 for 2. Lined out to the third baseman his first time out. Fouled out to the catcher his second time up. Looking for his first hit of the game. Adric was a pretty good lead at first base. And he's off on the pitch. Pitch is low. And Adric steals it. Ball 1 to count. Look back at the runner. Here's the 1-0. And it's high and outside for ball 2. Bodie fouls that one off the third base side. And a count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. And takes that one low. Yeah, that was 3-2. I missed a pitch somewhere. So 2 straight walks to start off the inning. That'll bring up Eli Bemis.
Up next, number 11, Eli Bemis.
Bemis looking for his first hit of game number 2. There's a high fly ball drifting into left center field, and it'll fall for a hit. Adric around third. Bodie on his way to third. They're going to wave him. And he's going to score easily as the ball off the shortstop's glove. So a 2-run double for Eli Bemis. Pulls the Bronx to within 1.
Next up, number 5, Gabe Cox.
That brings up Gabe Cox. Cox 0 for 2. Reached on an error in the 4th and scored. And the Bronx are back to within 1. Cox fouls that one off the fist, backing out of play. Strike 1 the count. Here's the 0-1. Cox squares the bunt, pulled it back, and takes ball 1. And the count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Alex Luce on deck. Eli Bemis at second after the 2-run double. Cox the bunt back to the mound. Only place is first. And Cox with the sacrifice bunt to move the runner to third. And that's 1 out in the inning as Eli now at third base.
Up next, number 13, Alex Luce.
I'll bring up Alex Luce. Luce 0 for 1. He was hit by a pitch in the second, scored a run. Bronx actually with just 2 hits in this contest. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Alex taking strike 1. Sublette with just 3 hits. They've got 7 runs on 3 hits. The Bronx 6 runs on 2 hits. And a hit here could tie it up. Swing and a miss. Loose down in the count 0-2. And he's hit by a pitch for the second straight at bat. That'll bring up Jaden Johnson. Enrique will bat.
And next for the Bronx, number 15, Enrique Ortega.
So Ortega will bat for Jaden Johnson here in the bottom of the 5th. Runners at the corners, 1 out. Luce with a huge lead at first. You would almost look for him to go on first pitch here. And he is. Ortega takes high and outside for ball 1. Luce steals it without a throw. Swing and a miss. And it's even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Grant Mendenhall on deck. Pitcher looks over to runner at third. Here's the 1-1. Gets past the catcher. And Eli Bemis will score the tying run. That'll go as a wild pitch. And out Alex Luce at third. Count 2 balls, 1 strike. 2-1 pitch is high. And it's 3-1. And a bouncing ball past the pitcher. Shortstop bobbles and throws it past the first baseman. Luce will score. That'll go as an error. E6 on the play.
Up next for the Bronx, number
And bring up
0,
Grant Mendenhall.
Grant Mendenhall.
And the Bronx have taken the lead now at 8-7. Their first lead of the ball game. Mendenhall squared to bunt, takes it for a strike. Bronx had trailed by 3 different occasions, but this is their first lead of the game. Mendenhall with a bunt. Nice bunt up the third base side. Ortega will score. Mendenhall, nice bunt, but he'll be safe as that pitch hit him. goes as an error on the third baseman.
Up next for the Bronx, number 2, Drew Patterson.
Mendenhall shakes it off, brings up Drew Patterson. Patterson 1 for 2 with a walk, an RBI, and a run scored. High pop up. Second baseman coming in, makes the grab. And that's 2 away, excuse me.
Next up, number 8, Armando Salcido.
Armando Salcido comes to the plate, the 9th batter to come to the plate for the Bronx in this inning. They have scored 5. And that's to the screen. Mendenhall on his way to second on the wild pitch. Ball 1 to Armando Salcido. Pitch is high for ball 2. Adric on deck. He got it all started with a leadoff walk. Fouled off the first base side and out of play. 2-1 to count. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Misses outside. And the count 3-1. Update from the North Rec Complex. Lady Bronx with the sweep over Haskell County. They won the second game of the evening by the score of 14-11. Armando fouls that one out of play, and the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch. Foul off the right field side. Count remains 3-2. Payoff pitch once again. And high for ball 4. That'll bring up Adric.
Next, number 20, Adric Gomez.
Adric got the inning started with a leadoff walk. He scored the inning's first run. Bronx with 5 across in the inning. Low and back to the screen for ball 1. Runners advance 90 feet. Pitch low and outside, and the count goes to 2-1 to Shaky. Bodie on deck. Two-one pitch, high and inside, 3-1. Three-one pitch. Taken, and it's called strike 2, and the count is full. Payoff pitch popped up on the infield. Wind will cause trouble, and it is foul. Count remains 3 balls, 2 strikes. Count remains 3 balls, 2 strikes. Shaky back into the box. Ian looking in for the sign. Payoff pitch once again. Adric fouls that at the plate. Might have swung at ball 4, but the way they've been calling it on the outside, you've got to protect yourself in this situation. High fly ball. Drifting into foul territory. Left fielder can't make the play. Count remains 3-2 to Adric. Line shot, and it's over the left fielder and will roll to the fence. Mendenhall scores. Armando scores easily. Adric standing at second with a 2-run double.
Up next, number 33, Bodie McCormick.
That'll bring Bodie McCormick to the plate. Bronx tack on 2 more. They've scored 7 runs in the inning. They now lead at 11-7. And it's a 1-ball count to Bodie McCormick. Eli Bemis on deck. 1-0 pitch. Count 1 ball, 1 strike. Fouled past the third base coach's box. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bodie with the swing and a miss. And that'll do it for the Bronx in the 5th. But a big 5th inning for Lakin as they score 7 times and retake the lead. Bronx 7 runs on just 2 hits. They strand a base runner. And there were 2 Sublette errors. After 5 complete, it's the Bronx 11. There, I've got the scoreboard right. Getting the outs and the bases, the base runners, all that stuff. Armando Salcido back to the hill for the Bronx here in the top of the 6th. He will be facing Ian, Dominic, and Noah. Armando Salcido now the pitcher of record for the Bronx. Came on in relief of starter Bodie McCormick. McCormick gave up. He was responsible for 5 of the runs. So with the Bronx at 4, he stood to take the loss, but now he's off the book. Has a no decision.
At the plate, number 12, Ian.
Ian to the plate. He's 0 for 2. 2 strikeouts and a walk. Has scored a run. Takes that one low for ball 1. Pitch is high for ball 2, 2-0. Just missed inside. Count 3-1, or is it 3-0? And that's outside for ball 4. So Ian with the leadoff walk here. And all of a sudden, our sun is gone. Clouds to the west. Pitch is out inside for ball 1. Pop foul, backing out of play. Count 1 ball, 1 strike to Dominic. Armando looks in, 1-1 pitch. Low and away. 2-1. Ground ball. Past a diving Adric at third. And that'll go as a hit. Single puts runners at first and second.
29, Noah G.
And Noah Garrettson to the plate. Bow backing out of play. Swing and a miss, and down on strikes for 1 away. Brings up Cy. Fouled off the end of the bat, strike 1. Cy the batter, Noah on deck. Pitch low and away. Gabe doing a nice job to slide over in front of it. Count evens, 1 ball, 1 strike. Two-one pitch, swung on and missed, and the count evens, 2 balls, 2 strikes. We're having a little bit of issue with our Wi-Fi. Everything else is working good, just the Wi-Fi signal has gotten a little bit slow, so bear with us. Ground ball, Adric picks it up, tags the runner, throws to first, not in time, but they do get the lead runner. 5 unassisted, and that's 2 away as they tag Ian. Cy safe at first on the fielder's choice as Dominic goes to second, and there are 2 outs in the inning. That brings up Noah Froze. Fouled off the catcher for strike 1. And the umpire doing the right thing. I like to see that. Goes off the catcher. He walks it out to the pitcher, gives the catcher a chance to shake the cobwebs there.
Please take all foul balls to the home dugout. Thank you.
0-1 the count. Runners at first and second. And the count 0-2. And a looper into center field will fall for a hit. And the bases will be loaded for Cassius.
Next up for the Larks, number 0, Cassius.
Strike one. We're in the top of the 6th, 2 outs. Larks have them loaded. Armando Salcido with the 0-1. Low and in the dirt, and it's even 1-1. One. Little looper over the shortstop. They got a chance at a force at third if they get it there, and he's safe. Adric came off the bag. Adric stays on the bag. That's a force out. The run would still score. That'll go as an RBI single for Cassius. It's a good throw from center.
Up next, number 13, Kaysen.
And a ground ball back up the middle. Flipped to short for the out. Broncs avoid a huge inning there, as the Larks can only get one out of a bases loaded situation. Got 1 run on 3 hits. They leave them loaded. And there were no Bronc errors in that half inning. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Broncs on top by 3, 11-8. And looks like a new pitcher for Sublette, possibly. And that'll be Dominic. Trying to see what the defensive changes would be. I can't tell. Cy will continue catching. Ian will go to second. And looks like the shortstop will be Cassius here in the 6th. So I think I've got it updated. Leading off the bottom of the 6th for the Bronx will be Eli Bemis. He'll be followed by Gabe Cox and Alex Luce. Lights are on here at Laux Park. Bright sunshiny evening until the clouds moved into the west, and which I'll guarantee on the left side of the field, they're loving it.
Number 11, Eli Bemis.
Eli Bemis 1 for 3, had a big 2-run double in that 7-run 5th inning. Fouls that one straight back for strike 1. High fly ball into right center, and it's over the right fielder's head for a hit. He's going to try for second, and he's going to be out. That'll go as a single, and then out 8-6 on the putout. For out number 1.
Number 5, Gabe Cox.
That'll bring up Gabe Cox. Cox with a roller. Shortstop on the hop. And the throw will not be in time. So an infield single for Gabe Cox. And that brings up Alex Luce.
Next up, number 13, Alex Luce.
First pitch is outside for ball 1. One 0 pitch, high fly ball to left. Left fielder makes the play. And that's 2 away. That'll bring up Enrique Ortega.
Next up, number 15, Enrique Ortega.
Ortega, one hopper back to the mound, throw to first in time for the out. Broncs go quickly. 2 straight singles to start the inning, but couldn't come up with anything after that. No runs, 2 hits, they strand a base runner, and no Sublette errors. We go to the 7th. Armando Salcido back to the hill. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back right after this.
Flashback to the days of Bebop and Bobby Sox at Flashback's Diner, Highway 50, Lakin. Fantastic burgers, Coney and Chicago hot dogs, Philly, steak, BLT, and chicken sandwiches, along with ice cream treats like the traditional banana split, sundaes, shakes, malts, and cones. Dine in or carry out. Flashback to the days of Bebop and Bobby Sox at the one and only fantastic Flashback's Diner, Highway 50, Lakin.
We go to the 7th inning. The Broncs on top of the Larks by the score of 11-8. And Armando Salcido back to the hill for the Broncs, looking to earn the win. Joshua will lead it off for the Larks. Then it's back to the top of the lineup for Xavion and Ian.
Up first for the Larks, number 45, Joshua.
Joshua bats from the left side. He's 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts on a walk, and did score a run. Swings and misses at the first pitch there. And it's 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. And Joshua down in the count 0-2. Swing and a miss. And Joshua down on 3 straight for 1 away.
Up next, number 2, Xavion.
Fourth strikeout for Armando. Brings up Xavion. High pop up. Bodie in foul territory on the run. Oh, and Armando makes the catch. Bodie McCormick, I'll tell you what, he gave it everything he had. And on the run, it came off his glove, and Armando Salcido in the right place at the right time.
Next up, number 12, Ian.
And just like that, that's 2 away in the inning. That's textbook for any youngster that they always say to back up a play or be where you can make a play. And Armando Salcido did just that right there. Pitch to Ian, low for ball 1. From the stretch, Salcido. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Ground ball towards short. Patterson on the short hop, throw across. It's there in time for 3 away. So the Broncs put the Larks down in order in the top of the 7th, and they will earn the sweep. No runs, no hits, nobody left, and there were no Bronc errors. So the Broncs are going to win it by the score of 11-8. Going to take a timeout, add up the totals, and we'll have them for you when we return. Once again, the Broncs win it by the score of 11-8. And I think what I can do is just call the ball game here on our score bug. And there it is. Final, 11-8. We'll take a timeout. And we'll come back with the game totals right after this. At Lakin Drug, the professional pharmacy services with hometown hospitality of your individual needs. Whether it's prescription medications or over-the-counter products, Lakin Drug has the answer to all of your questions. Lakin Drug at 610 O'Loughlin answer to all of your questions. Lakin Drug at 610 O'Loughlin Street in Lakin is a proud supporter of the community of Lakin and Lakin schools. Welcome back to Lakin Bronc Sports YouTube. Broncs stranded 9 base runners. For the Broncs, they scored 1 in the 2nd, 2 in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th, 7 in the 5th, and they win it 11-8. 11 runs on 5 hits. They stranded 6 base runners, and they committed 5 errors. Winning pitcher is Armando Salcido. He came on in relief of starter Bodie McCormick. McCormick pitched into the 4th inning, but does not factor in the decision as Armando Salcido takes the win. For Salcido, I believe it's his first win on the hill as well. Actually, his second win. He came into the day, he was 1-3 in 4 appearances, and he picks up his second win to improve to 2-3 on the season. And the Broncs with the win, they improved to 4-6. And they stand at 4-6 at the halfway point of the season. Broncs in their huddle out in right field. And Coach Steve Davidson will make his way up here. We'll visit with him. And then we will wrap it up, call it quits for the day. Lady Bronc softball with a doubleheader sweep over Haskell County today as well. They win game 1 13-2 in 5 innings and win the second game 14-11. Lakin Bronc golf team victorious as a team at Ulysses today. So great job by them in the conditions they had to play in. And believe it or not, like Coach Davidson told me earlier, by the time we get done, the wind will die down. And it doesn't even look like the tree in center field is even moving. Typical. That's just the way it goes. But want to remind everybody as well, the Scott City Invitational Track Meet scheduled for tomorrow. See you, girls. Has been rescheduled for Wednesday due to the windy forecast for tomorrow. They postponed it, and it will be ran on Wednesday. So, and then to round out the week, let's see, Holcomb Invitational Track Meet on Friday. That's going to make a quick turnaround for the track teams to run on Wednesday and then turn around on Friday with a huge meet at Holcomb as well. And then let's see, baseball back here on Friday against Colby. So, hey, no rest for the worry, huh, Coach?
No kidding. No kidding.
Well, definitely. Hey, you were right. You called the weather. Is it? Okay.
Blowing my eardrums out.
Okay, how's that?
That's better.
That better? Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
I had to switch ports because I lost the volume on my headset earlier. So you should be, in your retirement, you should be a weatherman. You called the wind would die down by the time we're done, and I think it has.
Yeah, it's not bad now. It's pretty nice out there.
You missed your second calling, man.
Maybe next year.
Well, you're better than those idiots on TV that can't get it right. I'll guarantee you that way. But what a doubleheader sweep for the Broncs. Had to work at it a little bit here in Game 2. And you give them credit. They battled back from 3 down 3 different times.
Yeah, it was – we needed the sweep. We needed that doubleheader right there. But yeah, the second one was not off to a good start. We were back doing the same things we're doing. We made a couple mistakes, and we just started standing, and we started arguing, and we yelled at each other. And I keep telling them the only person that can yell at you guys is me. So doesn't do any good when we yell at each other.
It definitely doesn't.
No,
it doesn't do a bit of good if the players start yelling back and forth at each other. For one, when that happens, sometimes you can take a little bit of a chewing by the coach and kind of, sometimes water off a duck's back. But when they start infighting with the players, it lingers.
Yes,
and,
it does.
It's not good.
Because it's, I again, it doesn't matter, honestly, if I'm right or wrong. If I tell you to do something, you need to do it. when the players start hollering at each other, and then nobody's there, it doesn't go. And something that's. I got guys over there on the bench who want to play, and that's what I told them. I said, hey, enough of that. We don't need any more of it. And so if you want to play, you do it the way we ask. And they got out there, and again, the biggest thing right there, we bunted 2 or 3 times, executed, made them field the ball. That's what you got to do at this level.
Yes. Like I said, it battled back from 3-run deficits. A big 7-run 5th inning, but 2 huge hits in that inning. 2-run doubles by Adric and Eli got it started. But some timely hitting, and that's something that we have not seen from this bunch very many times, is that timely hit when they needed it. But tonight they did.
Yeah, and we've left a lot of guys on base. There was Ulysses the other night when, and I don't remember what inning it was, but I know we left the bases loaded 2 innings in a row, and the score's like 5-3 we're ahead or something like that. But could have scored a lot more runs. Could have put the game away, and that's because at this level, if you get up by 7 or 8, the other teams they get down. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, no doubt.
But we just didn't get the big hit tonight. We did have a couple really big hits.
Yeah. Going to Game 1, Broncs win that 9-0. But a great pitching performance by Armando Salcido in relief of Eli Bemis. And Eli did good as well, but he was getting up there in the pitches.
Yeah.
So you had to make the change. But Armando got 9 outs, but he had 7 strikeouts in those 3 innings. So a great job of him. Unfortunately, he doesn't get a save or anything like that because it was an 8-0 when he took the hill. But Eli gets the win. But Armando in relief was great in Game 1.
He was, and our pitchers are coming around. We got to keep getting better, but we're throwing so much better than we did last year. And just again, got to keep getting better, and got to be. We still, gosh, how many times do we walk the leadoff hitter or hit the leadoff hitter? That can never happen, honestly. Throw first pitch strikes at this level. Just throw it over the plate. If they start teeing off on the first pitch, then we can do something different. But not going to happen very often with high school kids. Are they going to hit that first pitch that hard? But Armando did throw really well.
Struggled a little bit in Game 2, but he did pick up the win, his second win of the season. Struggled a little bit. Bodie started to struggle a little bit in 3 innings, but there again, you wanted to save some innings as well, because I think you pulled him at 58 pitches, I believe, or 68, something like that. So with games on Friday, you want to save him, and that's exactly what you had to do. But Armando, when he settled down, the problem with Bodie, didn't pitch that badly, didn't get the support. Like you said, started making the mistakes, started getting down, and all that does is add 2 pitches like we talked about in the pregame.
Yeah, and Armando threw plenty of pitches, but he's again he's gone for track Friday, so we got to always thinking pitch count. So now everybody's good, that'll be here on Friday, and we're going to face a good team and need to have all our pitching, and then we actually after that we don't play again for another week, so we should be fine.
And Armando was getting to where he had 9 pitches left in the 7th inning.
Mm-hmm.
Through 7 to get 3 outs. So
we had Drew warmed up. I just told Armando was going to go back out there, and if Drew was ready to go, if we got too many guys on, he almost did he walk? He didn't walk the leadoff hitter, did he?
Got a single.
Okay, that's right. He was down like 3-0, come back, and I think that kid got a hit or something.
No, that was Eli got a single. Let's see here. Struck out the leadoff.
Oh, he did come back and get him. Okay.
Yeah, he did strike out. He was.
Oh, that's right.
And then Bodie,
that was the lefty,
the bobble off Bodie, and I mean, great effort by Bodie to battle that wind to chase that foul ball off his glove and Armando. And like I said, to kids that are here watching, that is what you do. You put yourself in the position to make a play. You back up your player. Okay, you got a guy that's ball's in the air. You're going to stand close in case of a bobble. Maybe you can get a play like Armando did.
Exactly.
And just little things like that really take a average team to make them good, and it takes a good team to make them great.
Oh, yeah.
And just little things like that a lot of players just don't understand.
Yeah, and just don't just stand and watch. Don't stand and watch what's going on. Be ready for the next play. You never know. Like say in this weather, the wind like this.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a few balls, and I know it's hard to catch a ball. But early in the game, even that first game, we kind of looked at a couple fly balls this way, and then we just look at the players getting ready to catch them, and the ball lands 10 feet from us. So we should have caught it. You know? You never know. It's tough. It's tough, but you should always go after it. I know, and the kids say, "Well, he called it." I don't. You should never on a fly ball in this wind. You can't call it right away.
No,
you got to run after it. Everybody that's on the field needs to chase the ball, and then hopefully in the last 2-3 seconds, somebody says, I got it.
Yeah.
But, you can't just start standing looking because you never know what's going to happen.
And the thing about it is it depends on who calls it, because there's 2 players on the field that have the authority to call off anybody. That's your center fielder, that's your shortstop.
Yes, absolutely.
And usually any outfielder that has a chance coming to the play where the ball's going away from an infielder, they have the opportunity to call off too. But like I said, there's 2 players on the field that have the authority to call anything, and that's the center fielder, shortstop.
Yeah.
Bronx improved to 4-6, and I'll tell you what, Coach, after 10 games, halfway through, 4-6 looks a lot better than what 2-8 would have been.
Oh, absolutely. Again, and I'll go back to what we talked about earlier. 3 of those losses by 1 run. Yep. And then a couple others were in the 6th inning, and we give up a big inning. But we're not that far away. But there are little things, like in that second game, again, even in the first inning, the second inning, we're standing around. We're not doing things the way I want them done. And we battled. We got through it, I guess. We can't have those innings anymore at all.
No, not at all. And the most important thing, you walk out of here with 2 wins. I mean, that's the
Absolutely.
bottom line, and you take the things that may not have worked, and you work on it, get ready for Friday. Because a Colby team, I don't know much about Colby, but they've been a team that's always been good up there.
Yeah,
and they're coming here Friday.
They just split with Holcomb
Okay.
the other day. Like actually both games went 8 innings. I think one was 1-0, and then the other one was 5-4. So a couple really good ball games. So yeah, they're gonna be solid, no doubt. Which I think actually a good thing here. We've had some days to practice. We really haven't had the best practice the last 2 weeks, as you play on Tuesday, Thursday.
Yep.
Wednesday, we practice, but you can't throw a lot. I mean, you can't, because all your pitchers you need them resting. And so it's nice to have a couple days. Tomorrow doesn't look too good to win, but hopefully Wednesday, Thursday, we get some decent days where we can really work on some things, and because we need some practice, work on some swings. Tomorrow if we stay inside, we'll get some tee work done. That's what we got. Some kids that young kids that haven't played a lot, and they're the head's flying all over the place, and they're just not going to hit the ball. But so we need to work on some things. But it'll be really good to have 3 days of practice after 2 wins.
Exactly. Well, Coach, congratulations on the sweep tonight, and like you said, chance to work on some things, and a tough one coming in Friday. But looking forward to it. I plan on being right back here Friday to bring the games as well. So.
Okay.
Bronx 4-6, like I said, looks better than 2-8 would have. So congratulations on the sweep tonight, and we will catch you on Friday.
All right, thanks a lot, Brett.
You bet. That's Bronc head coach Steve Davidson once again. The Bronx with the doubleheader sweep tonight, winning the first game 9-0, and winning the nightcap by the score of 11-8. Well, that's going to wrap it up from here at Laux Park. I want to thank all the sponsors who make Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube possible. Without them, we definitely couldn't do what we do here. And that is bring you the games when you can't make it. And we hope you enjoyed it tonight. I had a couple technical issues tonight, and I apologize for that. And hopefully maybe on Friday we can work through it. I had to use the phone as the hotspot tonight. It worked a lot better than a jetpack would have. So we'll just have to go with that and see what we do on Friday. So until then, have a great week. Get out, enjoy some spring sports here at Lakin High School. A lot of things going on. Once again, the Scott City Invitational Track Meet scheduled for tomorrow has been postponed and will be ran on Wednesday. Track is at Holcomb on Friday. Let's see, baseball back here on Friday. Congratulations to golf winning at Ulysses today. Congratulations, Lady Bronx softball team with the sweep today as well. And just a lot of things going on. I think softball's in action on Friday as well. So I think they're hosting Goodland, if I remember right. I'm not positive. So a lot of things going on. So check Lakin Bronx Sports, Lakin Bronx Athletic Facebook page, and we'll try to keep you up to date as well. So until then, enjoy the week, take care, and we will talk to you on Friday.